My real name is Becky Moss, Moss. I am clearly happily lesbian. In fact, you guys can't see it, but I've always joked that if you see me walk, oh yeah, that's a dyke. The comfort when I finally acknowledged to myself was massive, and I believe that that can be true for other people. I don't think that my story is all lesbians, but I believe that it's right for me and a lot of others, and that's why I felt drawn towards being a human rights activist. People are weird. You all moved to Salt Lake City and you're the opposite of the rest of your state. And that is true. In Salt Lake City, Utah is a little bipolar. I remember at age 6 watching the Nuremberg trials on black and white TV with my father and asking him what all this stuff was. I've been totally fascinated by the news for as long as I can remember. You know, when your mom is so paranoid that she has a P.O. box and doesn't have mail delivered to the house, she might have a different parent than the rest of the street.
Yeah.
But I joined then, and that meant that I started to face to myself that I might be gay, but that was age 17, but it took a while. But I started joining marches and watching and doing this stuff. And eventually, not only did I come out, but I ended up becoming the producer. But Mel and I spent years looking for people. And when he found the bears, now we're into the story because we had so many death threats and people threatened to blow up the station. So it was decided that this program needed to be quietly recorded and not advertised where we were. They were gorgeous men. They looked just like Mel. They were men with beards and they were healthy and big and gorgeous and wonderful. I love this part about the church gets the boys and the girls separately, the Mormon church, and they lecture you on not having sexual feelings and and not touching. But they take care of their communities. My experience with the bears in Utah and lots of other places I go is these are community-minded people who are available to help with anything. And there's no advertisement. There's no look at us. There's no beat their chest. It's just quietly taking care of people. Well, Becky Moss, all bears are Becky Moss's minion for a lifetime, or so Mormons will understand it, for time and eternity. That's Mormon speak. So bears are my minion, which I thought was a funny thing. But I discovered accidentally throughout the years that this is a serious thing. I get called Mistress Becky by bears, but if I'm in trouble in any way, if I need help, if I put a request, it comes. Big, beautiful men with beards come up on either side of me and say, Mistress Becky, where can we take you? What do you need? Even though I have been assured that if I had to go someplace where everybody was naked, that there's a lot of naked men who have larger breasts than I do. I think I'm going to live to be a very, very old person just because I have so many reasons to be happy. So Utah accidentally became the final push for marriage equality. We were going to have drag queen bingo at a Elks Lodge because they gave us the free space for free. And drag queen bingo is definitely a fun way to do it. And we want to include dinner with this, somebody whose heart is bigger than their whole body. They're healthy, gorgeous men. I need the companionship of men that is just pure. Mm-hmm. Isn't that a great? Yeah. It's a chance. I think it's one of those places where humans build joy and goodness, because we've got a lot of crap a little bit of crap goes a long way and makes us uncomfortable. So if you're traveling through Utah and you find yourself in a really, really kind of nervous about being in a really red state with a whole bunch of people who try to look like homophobes,
Yeah.
It's okay to look up the bears and come do something with the bears. If you need you can even call directly to me and leave me a message and I'll get back. Because if you remember Mountain Bell gave me a phone number in 1979. And at the time because I had to have a change on the phone number, and they told
Mm.
me, well, most people don't want this number. I lost a little sister to AIDS. She was smarter, verbally better than me. She's amazing, but she didn't like pink flamingos either. My front lawn gets flocked on a regular basis. I get up and there are pink flamingos of all kinds. Somebody's obviously buying them and putting them on my yard. And my neighbors will just laugh when they see it happen. Inside the house, I get funny little gadgets, and promise you, I get so many of this crap that I'm able to make baskets and donate them to fundraisers. And people
Wow.
bid money on those ugly things.
He describes you as Becky, Queen of the Bears. So that's in our list of official bears. That's who you are. You're like bear number 46. You are Becky, Queen of the Bears.
Well,
We have a physical archive we're working on with the Leather Archives and Museum in Chicago. And then we have kind of an electronic archive of things that we're collecting, amazing AI technology. What we will do is I'll make a highlight reel, as it's called, just a few minutes out of this interview, and I'll be able to do that within a day or two.
so I put a request out for everybody to do a fundraiser in his name to donate money to gays, Mormons, whoever you love, in the name of that pastor. I went worldwide because I just said, please make donations to organizations that would upset the pastor. Right now, our rights are in danger. But don't get super upset. Don't think that it's useless. We can fight right now.